Good morning students. In this class we are going to discuss about anatomy of flowering plants chapter, and we are going to discuss about NEET and KCET level coaching part MCQs in this video. Now let's see the first question. Secondary growth starts with. Let's look into options. First option, formation of secondary xylem. Second option, dedifferentiation. And third option, formation of periderm. And fourth option, formation of secondary phloem. So now let us see correct option and explanation for this question. First and foremost, let us see answer. The correct answer is second option, dedifferentiation. So now let us see explanation for secondary growth. Secondary growth generally the particular clear growth of the roots and stems in length with the help of apical meristem is called the primary growth. Apart from primary growth, most dicotyledonous plants exhibit an increase in girth. This increase in girth is called as secondary growth. So this secondary growth is taking place because of dedifferentiation phenomenon in all the tissues which are involved in this secondary growth phenomenon, and most probably this secondary growth is taking place by two lateral meristems. The first and foremost meristem is vascular cambium, and the second lateral meristem is cork cambium. So these two are the responsible for this phenomenon dedifferentiation in all the tissues meant for secondary growth increase. Hope you understood this explanation, students. Now let's move to second question. Secondary xylem or wood is produced towards. Let's see options first of all. First option medulla, second option cortex, and third option outer to phloem, and fourth option in between primary phloem and primary xylem. Now let us see correct answer and explanation for this question. So the correct answer for this question is option 1, medulla. So now let us see the correct explanation for this question. Secondary xylem and secondary phloem and how they are forming, let us see. The cambial ring becomes active and begins to cut off new cells both towards the inner and the outer sides. The cells cut off towards pith and mature into secondary xylem, and the cells cut off towards periphery matures into secondary phloem. So this is happening because of this maturation in medulla region. So the cambium is generally more active on the inner side than the outer side. So as a result, the amount of secondary xylem produced is more than the secondary phloem and soon forms a compact mass. So this is the correct explanation for this question. So now let's move to third question. First formed secondary xylem during secondary growth in temperate trees is called. First option autumn wood, second option late wood, and third option spring wood, and fourth option duramen. So now let us see correct option and explanation for this third question. So the correct answer is option 3, springwood. And let's begin the explanation for this question about this springwood. Students, the activity of cambium is under the control of many physiological and environmental factors. In temperate regions, the climatic conditions are not uniform throughout the year, and in the spring season especially, the cambium is very active and produces a large number of gyratory elements having vacuoles with wider cavities. So the wood forming during this spring season is called as spring wood or early wood. So this phenomenon can be seen in the temperate regions, and especially the trees which are present in the temperate regions like in India. Got it, everybody? Now let's move to fourth question. Number of annual rings is equal to. Let's look into options. First option, growth rate. Second one, growth rate in 1 year. Third option, thickness of the stem. And fourth option, age of the plant. Now let us see correct answer and explanation for this question. So the correct answer for this question is option 4, age of the plant or tree. So now let us discuss in detail about these annual rings. So the correct explanation for this question is as follows. The spring wood is lighter in color and has a lower density, whereas the autumn wood is darker and has a higher density. So the two kinds of woods that appear as alternate concentric rings constitute an annual ring. So the annual rings seen in a curved stem give an estimate age of the trees. So when the farmers are cutting a woody trees horizontally, the circular shaped rings which we are noticing, those are nothing but called as annual rings or growth rings or year rings. They helps to identify approximate age of the trees by a method called carbon dating method. By using carbon 16, this carbon dating method helps to identify or to know the approximate age of the older trees. So hope you understood this question explanation. Now let us see another question, fifth question. After stellar secondary growth, the position of secondary vascular tissue form a center to periphery. So now let us see options and explanation for this question. First option, duramen and albumen and vascular cambium and secondary phloem. Next, the second option, albumen, duramen, vascular cambium and secondary phloem. Third option, secondary phloem, vascular cambium, albumen and duramen. And last option, fourth option, secondary phloem, vascular cambium, duramen and albumen. So here students, let us see correct answer and explanation for this question. After stellar secondary growth. Now let us see. The correct answer for this question is first option. It means after stellar secondary growth, the position of secondary vascular tissues form a center to periphery. Center to periphery region, we need to identify those tissues in secondary growth process. So center to periphery means from the heartwood towards the sapwood. Now let us look into it. The first tissue is duramen. Second tissue on the duramen is alburnum, and on the alburnum vascular cambium, and over the vascular cambium secondary phloem is forming. So the secondary phloem is the outermost towards periphery side situated. So hope you understood this one. Students, now let's move to next question, sixth question. The group of cells having a common origin and usually performing a common function is called as. Let's see options once again. First option, meristem. Second option, permanent tissues. And third option, simple tissues. And fourth option, tissue. So the correct explanation for this question and answer, let's see. So the correct option first of all for this question is option 4, tissues. So now let's see explanation for this question. You know, in previous classes we had a discussion about this concept in detail. Let's discuss once again about this concept. Generally, plants and animals are made up of with the number of cells. So those cells are performing different functions. Growth in plants is largely restricted to specialized regions of active cell division called meristems. In Greek language, meristos means divided. Plants having different kinds of meristems. But here I would like to tell you about tissues, how the tissues are forming. A tissue is a group of cells having a common origin and usually performing a common function. A plant is made up of different kinds of tissues. So tissues are classified again into two main groups, namely meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. So based on whether they are the cells being performed are capable of dividing or not. So generally these are performing same functions, and that too which are originating from the same location. So that's why that is called as tissue. Is it clear? So now students, let's move to seventh question. Some specialized regions of active cell division in plants is named as. Let's see first of all options. Option 1, meristem. Option 2, apical meristem. Option 3, intercalary meristem. Option 4, cylindrical meristem. So now let's see correct answer and explanation for this seventh question. So the correct answer for this question is option 1. It is nothing but meristem. Students, for this also we had an explanation just now, even in the previous classes also. This seventh question is connected to sixth question. Now let me explain this question in detail. Of course, this is most important concept. This is because this concept is repeating with a different way of askings. So in previous competitive examinations like in NEET 2019, they asked one question based on the same concept. Now let's see a detailed explanation about this question. Growth in plants is largely restricted to specialized regions of active cell division called as meristems. So those regions are called as meristems. But in Greek language, the word meaning of meristem or meristos means divided. So plants having different kinds of meristems and keep on undergoing division and producing large number of cells or tissues. Understand? So students, hope you understood. Now let's move to eighth question. Eighth question is statement based question and very important way of asking. Let's look into it. Statement A. Tracheids are multicellular with narrow lumen. Next, statement B. Vessels are unicellular with narrow lumen. Now let's see options first of all. First option. Statement B is correct and statement A is wrong. Now second option. Statement A is correct and statement B is wrong. Now third option. Both the statements A and B are correct. And last but not least, fourth option, both the statements A and B are wrong. Now students, let's see correct option and explanation for this eighth question. So the correct option is option 4. It means both the statements A and B are wrong. Now let me explain this eighth question in detail. Tracheids are multicellular with narrow lumen. This is absolutely wrong. And as well, vessels are unicellular with narrow lumen. This is also absolutely wrong in nature. Now students, now in general, I would like to explain one important concept connecting to this statement question regarding these tracheids and vessels in xylem. So students, here I will tell you one important concept. Xylem functions as a conducting tissue for water and minerals from roots to the stem and leaves, and it also provides mechanical strength to the plant parts. It is composed of 4 different kinds of elements. They are namely, first one tracheids, second one vessels, third one xylem fibers, and fourth one xylem parenchyma. And one more important unique point here, gymnosperms lack vessels in their xylem. Make sure this point must be clear to everybody. Now let us see the characteristics of tracheids. Tracheids are elongated or tube-like cells with thick and lignified walls and tapering ends. Next, these are dead and without protoplasm. Next, the inner layers of the cell walls have thickenings which vary in form. The flowering plants, especially angiosperms. In angiosperms, tracheids and vessels are the main water transporting elements. Next, these xylem vessels is a long cylindrical tube-like structure and made up of many cells called vessel members, and each with lignified walls, and a large central cavity is present. And these vessels are also devoid of protoplasm. It means protoplasm is absent. Vessel members are interconnected through perforations in their common walls. Understand? So students, this is the correct explanation for statement question, 8th question, a very important concept and way of asking for competitive examinations. Hope you got it. Now let's move to 9th question. In grasses, the part removed by the grazing herbivores regenerated by. Students, like in now first of all, let us see options. First option, apical meristem. Second option, secondary meristem. Third option, primary meristem. And fourth option, intercalary meristem. Now students, let me explain this question in detail. And before that, let me say the correct option for this question. The correct option for this question is option 4, intercalary meristem. So let us look into it. Intercalary meristem. Students, intercalary meristem is having one special characteristic. The meristems which occurs between mature tissues is known as intercalary meristematic tissue, and the tissue is called as intercalary meristem. The cells generally having one phenomenon. They occur in grasses and regenerate the parts removed by the grazing herbivores. Like cows and buffaloes, students, when we are seeing generally, they are eating the grass commonly, and in the grass plant, the parts which are eaten by the cows and buffaloes, those parts soon after can be regenerated by a tissues called as intercalary meristematic tissues, and the specialized region is called as intercalary meristem, and which is meant for rapid or active cell division. The type of cell division is mitotic cell division, also called as mitosis, and this is also called as vegetative cell division. Hence it is taking place in the vegetative parts of the plant, meant for growth. I repeat once again, so this mitosis cell division is meant for growth of the organs in both in plants and animals. So this concept is also very important for competitive examinations. Refer KCET 2016. Next, 10th question, matching type. This is also very important way of asking matching type. Let's match column 1 with column 2. Here are the two columns, column 1 and column 2. Let's match correctly. In column 1, simple tissue is present. So that simple tissue is nothing but here collenchyma. Collenchyma. It is nothing but A is matching with the 3. Next, complex tissue. Complex tissue is nothing but phloem. You know that xylem and phloem are nothing but complex tissues, right? So B is matching with the 4 in column 2. Next, lateral meristem. Lateral meristem is nothing but cork cambium. In previous class we had a discussion. Lateral meristems are cork cambiums, and they are meant for secondary growth. And also vascular cambium also comes under lateral meristems only. Understand? So lateral meristems are 2 in number. First one is vascular cambium and second one is cork cambium. So C is matching with the 2 in column 2. Next, primary meristem, D. The primary meristem is nothing but intercalary meristem. So D is matching with the 1 in column 2. So with this context, the correct answer is, the correct option is option 2. It means A with 3, B with 4, C with 2, D with 1. Understand? So hope you understood this explanation, students. Now this is the last question in this class, in this video, and from this chapter there are few important concepts for competitive examinations. Let me recap once again. So the concepts for competitive examinations, like about the permanent tissues. In the permanent tissues, simple tissues like parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, they may ask questions based on this. And even next tissue, complex tissues. On the complex tissues, xylem and phloem, they may ask questions in competitive examinations. Next, vascular bundles, 3 types of vascular bundles. This concept is also important for competitive examinations. Next, another area for competitive examinations is anatomical structures of dicotyledons and monocotyledon plants, such as dicot's root and monocot root. Next, dicot stem and monocot stem. Next, dicot leaf and monocot leaf. And the last area for competitive examinations is secondary growth. And in this secondary growth, cork cambium and about lenticels, these are the important concepts for competitive examinations. Please refer it clearly. So with this I conclude this chapter and class. Thank you one and all.